Greetings once again from the corner on the deck, even though I'm not in front of the camera. What you see here is a damaged fan grill or fan cover from one of those large stand-up fans. And it somehow got damaged, and the people at work decided, we'll just get a whole new fan and we'll just chunk the rest of it. Well, being the old dumpster diver that I am, I saw that thing laying in there and I snatched it up. Because, you know, it really is true what they say. One man's junk is another man's treasure. In order to make this thing useful for what I plan to do, these rows of wires all have to be removed, leaving this rod here underneath all the way around. And the best way to do that, the quickest and easiest way, is just a little standard muscle power. Go ahead and put your vice grips on the wire you want to remove, twist it a few times, and it just pops right off. You'll break the weld. Works really easy. Here's another one. I'll pop loose. You just got to twist it a couple times left and right, and they pop right loose, just like that. See there? Came right off. I'm going to do that all the way around and remove these wires. Alright, we've got all the wire off of that thing all the way around. Here it is laying on the deck floor. And what we have to do now is bend these things toward the center. Each one of these legs here have to be bent toward the center. So let's do that. I'm using a pair of vice grips to do that. Just carefully bend it in. You don't want to break these welds loose up here. But we do want to bend it in toward the center. A while back, my daughter bought me an outdoor kind of a wood cooker, and it had this stupid little grill on it that really didn't do a whole lot. It was just too small to do anything. So that's why I wanted that. Oops, that handle's a little bit too hot. We'll take this baby right here. Comes with a little hook deal here where I can go ahead and lift it up. That's why I wanted that fan cover. Now, does that work perfectly, or does that work perfectly? That just works perfectly. We'll put this over here. We're going to cook us up some stuff here pretty soon. Outside, where it tastes a lot better. Okay, now that we have the fire preliminaries over with, the rest of it involves an onion, some potatoes, a bowl, some Cavender's all-purpose Greek seasoning, which you will season to taste. You need a little granola oil and some ham slices that will be diced. Anyway, now the job is to start cutting, start peeling and cutting. Okay, the onions are diced and in the bowl, and wifey came over with her sopapilla cake she just cooked in the iron skillet. It's got pecans and a glaze and a filling on the inside, kind of a cinnamon type of arrangement. It's really good stuff. Can't wait to dig into that. Okay, the diced ham goes in with the onions. Just going to put that all in there. Then we'll mix it around later, and we'll be adding it to these potatoes that have just been seasoned with the Cavender's. And now it's fire time. Okay, I just added a few extra logs to the fire, and now we're going to put the old iron skillet on there with a little bit of aluminum foil. Keep any grease from maybe spilling over and catching on fire. And we'll come back in a few minutes to see what it looks like. Alright, they've been cooking for a while. I can hear the grease bubbling away. Let's go ahead and take the foil off and see what we've got so far. Oh man, look at that. Boy, that stuff, it's looking really good. I'll bet if old 64 Goat's watching this, I'll bet his mouth is watering already. We haven't even added the ham and the onions yet. Okay, let's add a little salt and pepper to this thing here. And put a good little shake of salt and pepper. I like lots of pepper on my food. The wife don't care too much for it, neither does her mother, but that's okay. Now we add a little salt. I tell you, this is looking better by the minute here. Oh, good stuff. I went to Branson, Missouri one time. Been up there several times, but I remember this one time in particular where these two fellers dressed up like mountain boys were cooking onions and potatoes on a wood stove out in the woods and selling them for $2 a bowl. Man, we got some. The whole area smelled beautiful. People were lining up for those potatoes and onions. Okay, I moved it off to the side a little bit. Got everything stirred up good. And we'll just let it cook a little bit more, and then we'll add the ham and the onions. Okay, the wife said I should stir up the ham and the onions before I get ready to pour it in there, so that's what I'm going to do. Makes me hungry just looking at this. I could probably eat this just the way it is. Alright, we're in pretty good shape. I think that's about it. One whole onion, one slab of ham, and a bunch of potatoes. Okay, it's the onions and ham time. Here we go. Man, I hope I got enough room in this frying pan. The wife says I do. And she's cackling in my background here. She says there's plenty of room for that thing to fit, but it looks pretty tight to me. Get all these pieces of onion and ham in there. Okay, we got it all in there. Now we'll see what happens. Okay, now I spread them around a little bit with the spatula thing here. Now we'll go ahead and put the aluminum foil back on. Let them cook a little bit longer. Alright, it's looking better and better. I think what I'm going to do is add just a touch more of this Cavender's. Not a whole lot. And a little bit of salt and pepper here. I'm going to get the pepper. Here we go. It's kind of hard holding the camera and doing all this stuff at the same time. Yeah, we'll add a little bit more pepper just to give it some good color and make it look real good. Okay, looking better, looking better.
You haven't been scraping the bottom.
Here we go. I have been scraping the bottom. My wife likes the crispy ones, and most of these are not crispy. And I've been scraping the bottom, but she likes them crispy. I don't like them crispy. I like them like this. You want to take a few more out and then just let the rest cook?
No, you need to scrape the bottom.
Okay, we're about ready to eat here. We got our fried potatoes, onions, and ham, and some chicken and Alfredo sauce, some asparagus ribs, and some homemade, or not homemade, but those are potato bread rolls, right? Potato bread rolls. I like potato bread rolls. And a few slices of cheese. Nice Sunday dinner. Nice Sunday dinner. Oh, that was a good meal. Good meal. And of course, last but not least, since I am the king of this house, I demanded to do the dishes. And the coup de grace for the day is a nice, relaxing cup of coffee. And I've got my Hammerlin in there, fired up on one of the stations that has one of those right-wing conspiracy theorists on it. So I'll be sitting out here for about the next 15-20 minutes or so, listening to my old boat anchor and sipping coffee, just sort of taking it all in. Tomorrow's back to work, you know. I appreciate you all stopping in to see me one more time. It really is good to have you here. And from the corner on the deck, until next time, this is John.